what's up? We are going to go over putting a boot called a master flash on top of a stink pipe. So this boot can go over a whole bunch of different pipe. They come in one shape, they come in all sorts of different sizes, and you can also cut them down, I believe at half-inch increments. Yeah, half-inch increments to accommodate different boots. You can get bigger bases, so we put these around fireplace stacks. You can get special red ones for that, high heat silicone, and anything circular you can use these on. So the first thing we did was we cut our steel. We cut it nice and tight. I'm gonna slide this down. The thing you wanna watch is that water coming down, you don't wanna get trapped. So if it covers a whole flute, you wanna turn it on a diamond so it'll shed the water sideways. I prefer the diamond just because it always sheds water that way. Okay, so we're gonna push it down. Everything looks good. We have a little space past there in the flute. This side looks good as well. I'm gonna take a pencil, trace out the four sides. Lift her back up. Pass me that caulking gun. So we like the Malco sealant. This is the Flextra. It's not even extra, it's Flextra. And it's, the guy at Home Hardware says it's actually better than Malco Supra, which is what we always use. So we're gonna do a nice fat bead. We want it to squirt out when we put the flange down. Nice thick bead. I'm gonna roll this down. Okay, so I hit this rib. So if you're on a rib, which you normally will be, we're just gonna start just by folding this metal band over. This is a metal band on top of the EPDM flashing. And the rest we're just gonna kind of work in. Looks good, we're not gonna press too hard. Make sure she's sunk down. There we go. Now it's down. Now, the fun part. Before we get to screwing, you will see it's a little recessed back here. That's normal, that will drain water out. This rubber is really thick, it's not gonna break down. So this is gonna happen on every roof. If you're on a very steep pitch, they do make these in an angled boot, because as your pitch goes up, this wrinkle will get bigger and bigger. And once you get, I think, to a 12-12 or 14-12, you wanna use the high pitch boot. Okay, now, I wish I had shorter screws, but I've only got 2.5 inch. We're gonna start screwing down. I usually like to start in a corner. And we're gonna put a screw every inch all the way around, because that's the manufacturer recommended. So I just put my big thumb in the middle. Do another one. You can see the silica or the caulking starting to come out. And you just want to snug them up, just like the steel. You don't want to drive these things right through that flange. You'll compromise it. So once again, just put your fat thumb there, go a little past, maybe 1.25 inches. That's perfect. So that silicone is all the way around, and it's going to keep squirting out. Seems like overkill, but this is supposed to last 50+ years. So don't worry about how many screws you're using. A little tedious, should take you about 15-20 minutes to install one of these. They don't take too long, the screwing's the longest part. All right. Working really good. So now we're gonna be at our first rib. So if you see, we're gonna be at a rib here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it just on the inside of this rib. Don't try and get it in the crease in here, because it'll put the screw in sideways. So we're gonna put it just on the inside. Beauty. So that is sealed into the corner. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So we'll finish this up, and then the last thing we're gonna do is where this sealant is, there might be a couple spots where it doesn't come out. So we're just gonna do a nice bead, and we use clear or the color of the metal, not translucent, which turns yellow. This is clear, you won't even be able to see it from the ground after a little bit of weather comes by. And that's it. So we'll finish screwing that down and then seal around it, and that boot is done, and then go on to the next one. All right.